Alright, it's time for our twice yearly visit to Turtle Pack, and today we're going to play with a bit of a challenge. We're going to freeze most of the pet shop and only play with a single slot. So at the moment we've got the duck and the cricket frozen. They're going to stay that way for the whole game. And then as the shop expands on the higher tiers, we'll freeze additional slots so that there's always only the rightmost slot available. Now, why did I use the rightmost slot? I guess the main reason is that that's the way Suboptimal did it in his video way back. I will link that in the description. But part of the reason for that was that the level ups used to be on the right hand side of the shop instead of the left, and you used to only get one choice, so it kind of worked out perfectly for this challenge. In this case, I'm still going to take a pet from any level up I get, because I think you're probably wasting your time trying to do this with no level ups, but you never know, maybe someone can prove me wrong in the comments. So naturally, we're unlikely to get any level ups until we get the chocolate unlocked on turn 9. For now, the only realistic strategy is to pump stats into a tier 1 and then hope that we get some chocolate quite early and then access some higher tier pets that way. I guess another challenge you could attempt in this would be just keeping pets level 1 the whole way and never leveling up. So yeah, maybe that's another one to add to the list. I'm not sure if someone did that back in the olden days. But Kangaroo is a perfect pairing here for the cricket. And something else that has been added in recent times that wasn't available in Turtle Pack before is Cake. So if we put Cake on a unit, every turn it will gain +1 gold in sell value. So basically like the same ability as a goldfish. And that means that we can stock up gold on these units that we're going to have to sell later on in order to replace them with higher tier pets and give us a chance of winning. So I think we're just going to buy Cake whenever we see it. And then I'm also going to take the camel here. Anytime you get a tier 3 in the rightmost slot in the early turns, you're probably going to end up taking it. Here we get Ox again, but I don't want to freeze it for next turn. I actually forget which turn it is that the shop opens up to be 5 slots. Maybe it's not next turn, maybe it's the turn after. These are the kind of things that you don't really pay attention to, I guess, when you've played the game so many times. So we're actually doing pretty well here. You know, the one big tier 1 is a very solid carry, and luckily here we get the double of the cricket in the empty slot. Bread is another new perk in Turtle Pack that can make quite a big difference. I think here we could put it on the crab to prevent it getting sniped. Which I definitely think is worth the 3 gold when there are so few things that we can actually buy. But now with 3 cakes, we're farming gold for the future, and I think we might actually get away with. Okay, no, maybe not. I thought we were going to win here, but we're not. It's going to be a loss. And we'll take the bread, and then definitely the can as well. The fact that we got the cricket duplicate really improves our chance for success here, I think, because now we only need to find 1 chocolate to get the first level up, and hopefully that should give us a solid chance of unlocking something good. Now, there we got away with a draw, which was pretty nice. Okay, now we've unlocked the remainder of the shop. I don't remember if I take the sheep here or not. I guess I could sell the camel, take the sheep, and then go for a level up that way, but we do get the cricket level up. And we get the choice of leopard or fly. So if you wanted to do an extreme version of this challenge, maybe you could insist that you always have to take the rightmost or leftmost pet on level up. I don't remember what I actually do in this one, but we get the fly, which has been slightly improved by the fact that we bought the can. Or maybe did we buy 2 cans? I'm not sure. Unfortunately here the extremely powerful tier 1 Chihuahua messes up the setup. But are we going to have enough with the fly summons? Yeah, I think just. Even at level 1, the Fairy Armadillo tanks so much damage. So 5 wins, actually pretty good. And we get a monkey in the empty slot. So here's a legitimate scenario where I'm willing to take monkey, and probably should put we'll take the bread on the cricket, or maybe not. Okay, we're going to take it on the fly to give it some survivability, and then definitely go for level 2 fly. Fly is one of those units that, you don't have to have a summon team to take it. It's just universally solid. And especially here with the kangaroo, we're not going to waste, we'll get an extra activation, or we would have done if it didn't get sniped. I think we might be in a bit of trouble here. Even though we do have another fly summon. We barely missed out on the win there. I think if we had level 2 fly, it would have been GG's. So I get rid of the kangaroo, definitely take skunk instead. And we actually get deer mushroom. So we'll go for that. And sometimes it's kind of liberating to play these types of challenges where you just, you're at such a disadvantage that you're willing to just play units that maybe otherwise you would turn your nose up at. To be honest, I take deer and skunk in a lot of custom packs because, again, they're just universally useful. I think here we're going to be able to chip away, and yeah, we eke out another draw. So the level up on the fly is the most important thing here, which we get, and then we get the option of snake or tiger. And I think I'm going to take the snake, which goes well with having the fly and the cricket. Snake only has 5 triggers now, but honestly it doesn't matter in the slightest. So yeah, turn 12, maybe not the strongest looking team, but we do have play against all packs on. And clearly there are still some packs that are going to have issues against your basic turtle pack tech. As time goes on, not having those level ups is obviously going to hurt us pretty badly, so we really need to win as soon as possible. So I'm just going to take every melon or mushroom available in the shop. There's a tiger there, probably could have justified selling the skunk and putting the tiger behind the snake. Actually, no, that's wrong, because they changed that, didn't they? I play so little turtle pack, I always forget about these things, that tiger no longer gives extra triggers to pets that have limited triggers. So the tiger would just cause the snake to use its 5 triggers up quicker. So probably that was the correct decision there, just to keep it. Another fairy armadillo, but I think this time we do have enough. I could have taken the bread there on a skunk, but obviously looking for something better. Mushroom. Okay, not going to take it. Werewolf becomes almost the 50-50, but the skunk takes care of that, and then the fly polishes it off. We do have level 3 Chimera here, but it's very, very low mana. I wonder if that was a transformation. And we win there, so now we just need 2 more wins. And there's really very little we can do here now. I think the chances of getting any level ups in the pet shop is virtually useless. We just need chocolate or more protective equipment. Maybe I could have taken a melon on the fly there instead of having the bread, but I think it's fine. All attack team here with no protective equipment at all. We might be able to get away with a tie. Actually, we're probably going to win. Yeah, the fact that they didn't have any equipment to block any damage means that we get through with our mushroom deer. So level 2 skunk would be incredible. We still have 2 hearts, which is quite surprising. And look at this. Final roll, we get the level 2 skunk. Cross our fingers. And it's golden pack, which I think is pretty nice. The guinea fowl doesn't get to activate the pita bread. It is level 3 Nyala, but they're only going to have a 28 doggo. And I think that's going to struggle against the mushroom deer and the fly. And there we go. So there is a turtle pack win with only 1 pet shop slot open. Now let me know in the comments if you try this, or maybe you try the harder version where you don't take any level ups either. I don't think I'm willing to dedicate any time to that one.